Today we're checking out the top 5 best standing desk, and yes, I'm reviewing 5 different standing desks to help you find the one that fits your space, your work style, and your budget. I'll walk through stability, adjustability, build quality, and what each desk actually delivers so you can decide with confidence. Let's get into it. We have included links in the description. Number 1. AirGear Height Adjustable Electric Standing Desk. 55 by 28 inches sit-stand-up desk. Large memory computer home office desk with 2-piece desktop. Black. The AirGear Electric Standing Desk is one of those desks that hits a really practical sweet spot for a lot of Americans who want to upgrade their home office without spending a fortune. The first thing I like here is the size. At 55 by 28 inches, it gives you enough space for a full work setup. You can fit a laptop, a monitor, a keyboard, and still have room for a notebook or coffee. For people working out of apartments or smaller home offices, it's a good balance. Big enough to feel legit, but not so huge that it takes over the room. The electric lift is smooth and simple. You press the button, it goes up, it goes down, and it doesn't feel jerky or unstable. And it has memory presets, which is honestly one of the most underrated features. Once you save your sitting height and standing height, switching takes 2 seconds. That makes it way more likely you'll actually use the standing feature instead of ignoring it after a week. Stability is solid for the price, especially at normal working heights. If you're typing, using dual monitors, or doing basic office work, it holds up well. If you're someone who leans hard on the desk or you're very tall and maxing out the height, you might notice a little wobble, but that's pretty common in this price range. Assembly is pretty standard. You'll want an hour or 2, and it's much easier with a second person, especially because the desktop comes in 2 pieces. That's one downside. The seam isn't a deal breaker, but if you want a perfectly seamless premium look, you may prefer a 1-piece top desk. Number 2. Vivo Electric 60 by 30 in standing desk. Memory height adjustment. 1B series. Holds 220 pounds. Black top, black frame. Desk KIT 1B 6B30. The Vivo 60 by 30 electric standing desk is a really popular choice in the US standing desk world, and it makes sense because it offers that bigger, more professional workspace feel. The first big advantage is the size. A 60 by 30-inch desktop is roomy. This is the kind of desk where you can run a full dual monitor setup, have a laptop on the side, maybe even a printer or desk lamp, and still not feel cramped. If you're working full-time from home, this extra space makes a real difference. The motorized height adjustment is smooth and quiet, and the desk includes memory controls, so you can save your preferred sitting and standing heights. Once that's dialed in, it becomes effortless to switch positions during the day, which is exactly what you want if you're trying to reduce back stiffness from sitting too long. One of the strongest points with this Vivo desk is the weight capacity. It holds up to 220 pounds, which is more than enough for most setups. So if you've got heavier monitors, a desktop PC, speakers, or a full workstation, it handles that better than smaller budget desks. The frame feels sturdy, and the desk stays stable even when raised, especially compared to cheaper models. That matters if you type a lot or you're using it for work that requires a steady surface. Assembly is straightforward, but it is a larger desk, so you need some space to put it together. And because it's a full desk kit, it can take a bit longer than simpler models. This is a great pick for professionals working from home, gamers with bigger setups, or anyone who wants a more spacious standing desk that feels like a long-term investment. You should skip this one if you're tight on space, like in a small apartment bedroom office, or if you want something ultra-premium with built-in cable management and fancy finishes. But for the price, the Vivo 60 by 30 is one of the best options for a bigger, sturdier electric standing desk in a typical American home office. Number 3. Clake's Electric Standing Desk. Adjustable height stand-up desk. 24 by 48 inches sit-stand home office desk with splice board. Black frame / rustic brown top. The Clake's Electric Standing Desk is a solid option if you want a smaller, more affordable sit-stand desk that still gives you the basics you actually need for working from home. The first thing to know is the size. At 48 by 24 inches, this is definitely more of a compact standing desk. It's great for a laptop setup, a single monitor, or a simple work-from-home station. If you're in an apartment, a dorm, or you're trying to fit a desk into a bedroom office, this size makes a lot of sense. The desk uses an electric height adjustment, and it's easy to operate. You can raise it up when you want to stand, drop it back down when you want to sit, and it does the job without feeling complicated. Now, one thing to point out is that the desktop is a splice board design, meaning it comes in pieces rather than one solid slab. That helps keep shipping costs down, but you will see a seam. Functionally, it's fine, but if you want a super clean, premium look, that might bother you. Stability is decent for lighter setups. Typing and basic office work feel steady, but I wouldn't overload this with heavy dual monitors and a big desktop tower unless you're confident in the weight distribution. Assembly is pretty typical for this category. Plan on spending some time putting it together, and it's easier if you have another person helping flip it upright. This desk is a great buy for students, remote workers with smaller spaces, or anyone who wants an entry-level electric standing desk without spending a lot. You should skip it if you need a large surface for multiple monitors or if you want something that looks high-end and seamless. For a basic, budget-friendly sit-stand desk, Clake's gets the job done. Number 4. Viken 55-inch large electric standing desk. Sit to stand up. Heights adjustable work home office computer table for study, walking pad, writing, and games, wooden desktop desks, white. The Viken 55-inch electric standing desk is aimed at people who want a larger home office desk that can handle both work and everyday life, especially if you're pairing it with something like a walking pad. The 55-inch width gives you plenty of room for a monitor, laptop, keyboard, and still some extra space for writing, studying, or even casual gaming. It's a good middle ground between compact desks and those huge 60-inch setups. The electric height adjustment is smooth, and switching between sitting and standing is quick, which is exactly what you want if you're trying to move more throughout the day. This kind of desk works really well for people who spend long hours at a computer and want to reduce back strain. One thing I like about this style of desk is that it fits into a lot of typical American home setups. Whether you've got a dedicated office or just a corner in your living room, it feels like a practical everyday workspace. The wooden desktop design also gives it a softer, more furniture-like look compared to all-black gaming-style desks. The white finish especially works well in bright, modern spaces. That said, like most desks in this price range, cable management is pretty basic, so you may want to add your own cable tray or clips to keep things clean. This is a great pick for work-from-home professionals, students, or anyone using a walking pad who wants a roomy, adjustable desk. You should skip it if you want a super heavy-duty commercial-grade frame or if you need advanced built-in storage and organization. But for a large, versatile electric standing desk that fits everyday home use, the Viken is a strong option. Number 5. VariDesk Essential 36, 2-tier standing desk converter for monitor and accessories. Height adjustable sit-stand desk, fully assembled monitor riser for home office, 36-inch wide, black. The VariDesk Essential 36 is a totally different kind of standing desk solution, because this isn't a full desk replacement. It's a standing desk converter that sits on top of your existing desk. And honestly, for a lot of people, this is the smarter move. If you already have a desk you like, or you work in an office where you can't replace the furniture, a converter like this lets you switch to standing without buying an entire electric desk. The 2-tier design is really practical. Your monitor goes on the top level, and your keyboard and mouse sit on the lower level. That setup feels more natural than single-platform risers because it keeps your arms in a comfortable typing position. One of the biggest advantages with Vari is that it comes fully assembled. You pull it out of the box, set it on your desk, and you're basically ready to go. No tools, no frustrating setup, no hours of assembly. Adjusting the height is also quick and smooth, so you can go from sitting to standing in seconds. It's great for people who want flexibility during the workday without dealing with motors or full desk frames. The 36-inch width is enough space for a monitor and accessories, but if you're running a huge dual monitor setup, you may feel a little limited. This is a great buy for office workers, remote employees who already own a good desk, or anyone who wants the easiest possible way to start standing more. And that wraps up our top 5 best standing desk review. I hope comparing all 5 side by side made it easier to pick the right one for your setup. Check the links below for up-to-date pricing and full specs, and if this helped, hit like and subscribe for more honest reviews. Thanks for watching.